In this video, I'll show you where you can acquire the Mirage melee weapon in Remnant 2's The Forgotten Kingdom DLC. Now, a quick overview on how to get the Mirage. You need to go through the DLC story until you get the Cherished Fracture. You need to then not take that to Lydusa in the Bloodless Throne. You instead need to find the biome, the Goddess's Rest, and then take it down there. However, you have got a couple of steps that you need to follow before doing so. Now, the first thing we need to do is get the door open, which will lead you through to Lydusa's tomb. The door is just in front of the mini checkpoint. However, you need to activate 5 plimps, which will then light 5 braziers, unlocking the 5 locks on the door to Lydusa's tomb. So we're going to run through the video getting that done. You can see that going on. There is also a full web guide down below for how you find the Bloodless Heir Aberration, which will be waiting for you in the tomb upon you going there without having the aforementioned Cherished Fracture. Now, the Bloodless Heir Aberration is a fairly good aberration to fight and take down, as I'm not too sure, to be completely honest with you, if you need to take it down before Lydusa will be peaceful, as you need to interact with a bowl in front of Lydusa's statue, which ordinarily spawns the Bloodless Heir Aberration. You need to interact with the bowl, drop the Cherished Fracture in there. That will then make Lydusa become peaceful, but interacting with the bowl also spawns in the aberration, so we're going to get him dead first. So with that all said, we're going to run through activating all of the braziers. Once we've done that, we're going to jump in, take down the Bloodless Heir Aberration, and I'll then come back in and tell you what the next step is. Right, now the Bloodless Heir Aberration has been dealt with, we're now going to make our way over to the Luminous Veil biome, following the story through to the back area where you're going to be able to shoot through the rot, making the water go through the statue's eyes, follow the pathway all the way back down. The DLC story is very linear. You pretty much go in a straight line, follow the yellow exclamation marks, and you'll be there soon enough. So we're just going to shoot this out of the way. That will then make the statue cry, allowing you to pull the lever in front of it, lowering the hands. You then go through to the room with the Cherished Fracture, and then, like I say, take that back over to the Goddess's Rest biome, fight your way through the enemies again to the mini checkpoint, and then go back to where we just took down the Bloodless Heir Aberration.
Okay, this is it.
Right, now that we're inside, what we need to do essentially is, like I say, interact with the bowl, drop the Cherished Fracture in there. That will then make Lydusa nice and peaceful, where she's then going to give you the crafting materials you need to unlock Mirage back at McCabe in Ward 13.
You pieced Lydusa back together. All my shards united again. I am whole. I am me. How long was poor Lydusa's shatter split? So long. Too long. I recall it now. I was waiting for my darling Thalos. On each ruby moon, he made a pilgrimage to my temple and sent all the priestlings away. The night belonged to only he and I, Thalos and Lydusa. But that night, the terrible priestlings betrayed him. They told Lydusa they would kill her Thalos if I didn't obey. So I did. They locked me in this cold, empty temple. Made me sing the stones to life. More and more still. Yet I obeyed. Anything to save my Thalos. But Lydusa was a fool. The priestlings had already killed her precious Thalos. They lied to me. So I shed this fragile mortal body. And I remember little after that. Only the screams and the wrath, rattling and grinding inside. It's quiet now. But the hurt, it still hurts. My Thalos is gone, beast. What should this poor godling do? I will. I'll remember him and sing. I'll teach the stones the song of Thalos. And these lands shall sing of him forever and ever. I do hope you can forgive Lydusa. I was not myself. I'll remove my stone-touch curse from your poor, squishy flesh. Now I can leave this guild cage of cruel, cherished memories. And cherish them I will, for they are all precious. Even the cracks and the shards, the broken, painful bits. And the pieces that are missing still. They too are precious, because they're me. They will always be me. And I sense something else. You seek to save something precious too, don't you? I can hear it in your life song's hum. A tune harmonious with my own. This spirit of the land would aid you. I will grant you a precious piece of myself. Thank you, sweet beast. I hope you find what you seek.
So like I say, now that we've got the Blossoming Core, hand that over to McCabe along with 7 Luminite Crystal and 1,000 scrap. She's then going to give you the very good Mirage melee weapon. Now what makes the Mirage so good is it's a mace with essentially a flexible shaft. Hopefully I can say that without getting demonetised. I'm not being dirty or anything. It is what the weapon's kind of made of. It's flexible as it comes out and basically slaps you around the face with a nice fan designed mace. But the baked-in ability is where the true power in this thing lies. Whilst maintaining an overhead charge melee attack, you form a 5 meter sand cyclone dealing 55 damage per second, and you also pull enemies towards the wielder. Each cyclone hit applies exposed for 3 seconds, maximum 15 seconds, and exposed, basically, your target receives a 15% additional damage increase from all sources. So essentially, pop your cyclone, anything that's still left standing, unload your weapon into it, you're going to be dealing a nice 15% damage bonus to anything that you hit for those few seconds. Now it also has the usual mace attacks. You can do a kind of nice back step with it. You can do a few little charge attacks and go up to enemies and kind of slap them about a bit. But the stamina drain when you're using the cyclone ability does impact quite a lot. You can't use it for long. It's probably 3 or 4 seconds and that's it, you're out of stamina. So it's one that you need to really pace and kind of wait until you've got a group of enemies around you, use the cyclone, most of which shall be dead. So that's a look at where you can acquire the Mirage melee weapon in Remnant 2's The Forgotten Kingdom DLC. If you're a fan of these quick, straight to the point guides, subscribe for more and I'll see you on the next one.